Hi, dear students. Good night, all of you. Could you tell me if the sound is good, please? ¿Pueden decirme si el sonido está bien, por favor? I have changed some tools in my computer. I hope the connection or the Wi-Fi will be better during this session. Hice algunos cambios en la configuración de mi equipo, así que espero que la conexión esté mucho mejor. Si pueden decirme si me escuchan bien. Some tools in my computer. I hope the connection or the Wi-Fi, okay, you can hear, will be better. And I am checking here and the sound is good. So we are going to start our second session, our second synchronous session. Please let me share my screen. Remember, if you have any doubt, don't wait until the final. You can write now the doubt, and I will be checking the chat, and I will answer your doubt. Okay? Welcome, Marichen. I see another 3 persons connected. I think that will be more people connected today because I programmed the synchronization with the schedule that you told me that you can assist. Programé esta sesión con los horarios y días que ustedes me dijeron que podían asistir. But I know it's very difficult that all of you get the time to get into this session. Hi, Edgardo. Hi, Maria Rosa. Welcome, all of you. So we are going to start now. First, I am going to share my screen. And here we are. Okay, remember, if you have any doubt, don't wait until the final. Write it now, and I will answer your doubt when I check the chat. No esperen hasta el final para realizar sus dudas o comentar sus dudas. Voy a estar muy al pendiente, porque si esperan hasta el final, a veces ya no hay tiempo. So, we are on week number 2. Where is my? This is the unit number 2. You know me now. I am Dora Luz Gomez Utrera, and I am your facilitator. We are going to see these topics. First, let me see. First, we are going to talk about the training purpose and expected learning, some instructions about the integrative activities. Also, I want to check with you selected topics that are very important to study in order to do your integrative activities. And also, I want to check with you the formative activities and to tell you how do you have to answer these formative activities. So first, the training purpose. As you know, all the module 6 have the goal that you get the basic level of English, A1. So this unit 2, Where is my, have the purpose that you write oral and writing information about objects, about instructions, how to get there. The content, we are going to see the plurals, where is, where are, when we use is or are, how can I get to, and exploring my neighborhood. We have 2 activities. The number 3, be my guest, and the number 4, come to my house. For the number 3, be my guest, you have to check the pictures that you have here. I just put a kind of example. Yes, it's the same example that it is included in your activity, but I am going to explain every step. So first, you have to check the picture. After that, you have 10 questions that you have to answer. How you are going to answer these questions? First, for example, if the question is, where is the hamburger? Okay, we need to check the picture and you are going to find the hamburger here. After you check where is the hamburger, you have to answer with 3 options, not just one, 3 options, 3 different ways in order to practice how to give or to describe the look or the position of the things. For example, in the kitchen, there is a hamburger on the table. This is a way, a first way. Another way could be, there is a hamburger between the salt and the glass in the kitchen. Between the salt, this is the salt, and the glass, this is the glass, in the kitchen, of course. And the third one, there is a hamburger on the dish, in front of the fridge. There is another way to describe the position of the hamburger, okay? So each one of these questions, you have to answer with 3 options, 3 different options. Why you have to include 3 different options? Okay, the goal is that you use the vocabulary to describe the position of the things. If you notice here, you are, or here are using different prepositions like on, between, in front of, for example. After that, you have described each option for each question. You are going to describe the living room because there is another picture about the living room. And finally, you are going to record an audio of your answer. Just these 10 answers, okay? Or could be 30 answers. You don't have to include the description of the living room, okay? So until here, you have any doubt? Okay. Marichen, I have a doubt about the activity 4. The explanation in the instruction are extensive and the voice notes should be of 130 minutes. How do you call there where the towels are? How do you call where the towels are? Okay. First, I am going to answer the second one, the towels, and also about the time that you have to record your audio. For example, the towels, you can describe it that they or it are in the bathroom, for example, next to the sink, or below the picture, or next to the toilet paper. It's another way. I mean, it could be any description. Yes. Also, you can say that could be in the bar next to the sink or next to the towel, the paper towel. Also, I mean, you have a lot of options to describe the position of the things. Just remember that you have to include 3 different answers. Okay. And about the audio. The audio for all your activities of this module have an extension of 130 minutes. So you could notice that sometimes could be a lot of information and you don't think that you have enough time to record all the response. For this example, you can't record just one answer for each for each question. You can include answers. In the extension of the audio, you can include just one or two options. Entonces, para la cuestión del audio, ustedes si ven que es de muy poquito el tiempo, de 30 minutos, entonces graben solamente una o dos opciones para cada una de las preguntas que tienen aquí. De esta manera, van a poder tener más tiempo para grabar su audio, ¿ok? And it's exactly the same instruction for the second activity, but we are going to see the second activity later, okay? And I will tell you about that. Okay, for this activity, you have to take clear some topics. For example, the present simple, that we have seen the present simple the last week, during week 1. Remember that you need to use the verb in the affirmative, for example, in the present simple form, could be the verb to be or another verb. Remember that the verb to be have 3 conjugation forms, am, are, or is, and depends on the subject that you use am, are, or is. Remember also about the other verbs that you add an s or es in case of the subject she, he, and it. And what else? Okay, if you want to make negative sentences, you have to use the auxiliary do or does, not. Okay, and in case of the verb to be is am not, are not, or is not. Okay, and the complement, of course. This is the topic that we see the last week. That's the reason we are just checking a little bit. Okay, what about the singular and plural nouns? You have to check this topic because you need to know, identify the plural and the singular nouns. Almost we are going to check just the first. Okay, almost all the plural nouns, you just need to add an s. Okay, for example, if you want to say one day, you say just day. But if you want to say more than one day, for example, 2, 3, or 4 days, you need to add an is. Okay, exactly the same as Spanish. Day or days, día, días. Okay, kid, kids, boy, boys. Okay. In English, if the noun ends in s, ch, sh, x, or c, for example, toothbrush, you need to add an es, toothbrushes. Watch, watches. Remember, don't confuse this terminal form with the present simple for he, she, it. No se confundan de esta terminación que es para plurales con la terminación que también se usa es para el presente simple cuando hablamos de él, ella o eso, he, she, or it. Okay? Don't confuse about that. If the verb ends in f or fe, you add bs. For example, knife, nips, life, lives. Okay? Okay, let me a little bit. Permítanme un momento, porque hay un poco de ruido. Okay. Can I call it furniture? Yes, merchant furniture. Okay. Yes, it could be. But furniture is like a general way to identify the furniture of the house. Es como una manera general para identificar muebles de la casa. ¿Sale? you can use the exactly word that describe that furniture, okay? Okay, so we continue talking about, let me check if the audio is okay. Okay, so this is about the plural and singular and plural, okay? What else about singular and plurals? Other rules, but we are just checking the three main rules and also the exceptions. For example, we have some irregular nouns that these irregular nouns are called irregular because don't follow rules. They doesn't have any rules. For example, if you want to say one man, you use man. But if you want to say 1, 2, or 3 man, you need to use men. Hombre, hombres. Son irregulares porque no siguen ninguna regla. ¿Ok? Woman, woman. Child, children. Child es un niño, pero si tú quieres decir 2 niños, 2 children, no 2 children o 2 childs. Okay, son excepciones. Person, if you want to say just one person, but if you want to say more than one person, so you use the word people. Well, people is uncountable, but I mean people for personas. Okay? Okay, these are the irregular nouns. And these are the main irregular nouns that also you have in platform. So that's one I want to check it with you. What else? We need to know about the there is and there are. It means I, significa I. Y lo utilizamos para decir o expresarnos y decir hay tal cosa, okay? But in English, we use there is when we are talking about singular nouns. There is lo usamos para singulares. And there are lo usamos para plurales, okay? For example, there is a fruit. If you want to say just one fruit, you use there is. But if you want to say more than one fruit, you use there are. There are fruits and the plural. This is the reason because we first check the plural and singular nouns, and then we need to check this topic, okay? For the negative form, there isn't a fruit. No hay una fruta. Or there aren't fruits. You can use also there is not or there are not. There isn't is the contraction form. There aren't is the contraction form, but you can use the extended form. There are not. And for question form, you can use is there a fruit? And you can answer yes, there is, or no, there isn't. Are there fruits? Yes, there are. Oh, no, there aren't. Okay? Okay, this is the topic there is. There are. You need to check it. You have a good resource in platform to check this. And you need to know how to make questions in order that you understand the questions that you have to answer in the activity. Remember that for present simple questions, you can use a double H word. For example, what, when, who, why, how, where, or which. This is double H questions. We are going to review this topic in the next week and also in the last one. So don't worry about that. But remember, you have questions with where, okay? That's the reason I want to explain you how are constructed these questions that you have to answer here. You use the word, or they use the word where. That is a double H word. Okay, where, ¿dónde? Where is the microwave? ¿Dónde está el microondas? Where are the fruits? ¿Dónde están las frutas? And remember that if you have singular, you use is, but if you have plural, you use are. Also, here I'm using the verb can. Where can I save my clothes? ¿Dónde puedo guardar mi ropa? And here is can. It means poder. ¿Dónde puedo? Okay. What else? Okay. Finally, how to describe the living room? You have the last part of the activity. You need to describe the living room. Okay. If you say in the living room there is a big blue couch in front of the coffee table, it is between the coffee table and the window next to the lamp, it's okay because you are using descriptions that includes color, size, and ubication. But you are wrong if you just describe or mention the things that you are watching in this picture. For example, if you say, in the living room, there is a coffee table, 2 couches, and a window. I mean, it is okay because it is real. However, you are not using the vocabulary that it is asked that you use. For example, color, size, and ubication. Okay? So this one is okay, but this one is incomplete. Okay? What else about the activity number 3? If you have any doubt, please let me know. Okay, there is any doubt. There isn't any doubt. Okay? What about the activity number 4? Come to my house. For this activity, you have a kind of map or a kind of, yes, a map of a colony where you have to answer different questions where you need to describe the instructions to get from one place to another. For example, how I can go from the bus station to the baker's. Okay, let me, excuse me, let me, oh no. For example, here, how can I go from the bus station to the baker's? So, you first, you have to localize the places. The bus stations is here and the baker's is here. So the instructions are like this. First, walk straight ahead, camina hacia adelante on Queens Avenue. This is Queens Avenue to the north. After that, pass 3 buildings. The bookshop, which is orange, but I mean, this is not orange, it is like green, wherever. A hotel that is blue, and the news agents that is yellow. Then turn right, dobla a la derecha, on Oxford Street. This is Oxford Street. And walking. Y camina. The bakery is next to the news agents. The baker's is next to the news agents. Okay? So you have to use adverb of time. First, after that, then, next, last, finally. Okay? Son adverbios de tiempo. Primero, después, finalmente, por ejemplo. What else you have to use? You need to use, some expressions that are useful to give directions. For example, turn left, turn right, go straight ahead, go past, cross, and another prepositions of place. for example, you use here on, for example, next to, between, you can also use between, at the corner of, and you have other vocabulary in your resources of platform. So you need to check first the picture, and after that you have to localize the places and give directions using adverb of times and preposition of place to describe how to get from this place to this one, okay? And let me show you that you have another questions like, which way is the best to go from the bus station to your house? And here you have another double H word. Double H. Which is the best way? ¿Cuál o cuáles? Okay? That is the meaning for which. They describe another situation. Your friend wants to go to the bank because he needs some money. Explain him how he can go from your house to the bank. After he gets the money, entonces aquí tienen que ubicar que tiene desde tu casa al banco, ¿ok? After he gets the money, wants to visit the museum. Después tienes que decirle cómo llegar del banco al museo, porque quiere ir al museo, ¿ok? In the afternoon, you and he are going out to eat at the restaurant. Explain him which is the way from the museum to the restaurant. At the night, he's going to meet his friends in the pub. Explain him how he can go from the restaurant to the pub. Entonces, ¿cómo explicarle para ir del restaurante al pub? So, remember, for all these descriptions or instructions that you have to give, you need to use preposition of place, adverb of time, verb after, finally, then, etc. And finally, you have done all this stuff. You have to record an audio of your answers. Like you want to ask me that you don't have enough time to record all the answer, and it is okay. You can answer just the first three or the last three answers, okay? And it will be okay. If you think that you are not going to have enough time to record all the answers, you can record just 1, 2, or 3, and sorry, 1, no. You have to answer at least 3 questions or 3 answers. Yes? Are you okay? And what about this? Okay. For this activity, it's very important that you know about subject pronouns I, you, he, she, it, we, you, it, they. For example, these subject pronouns take the place of the subject. For example, I have a book. Yo tengo un libro. You have a book. Tú tienes un libro. ¿Ok? Yo puede ser o Dora, que es mi nombre. Dora tiene un libro, ¿no? Entonces, replace the subject. Okay. You have to know also about possessive adjectives. My, your, his, her, its, or your, and their. The possessive indicates whose belongs the object. ¿A quién pertenece el objeto? My book, your book, his book, her book. Mi libro, tu libro, su libro de él, su libro de ella. Remember that in English we have different nouns or different subject pronouns to refer he or she. Sorry about that. So, En inglés tenemos diferentes pronombres para referirnos a él o ella y también a eso, ¿ok? And finally, we have the possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns indicate the meaning of the both pronouns and adjective shape. It is mine. What is mine? The book, of course. Mine. Replace the object and the subject, okay? Both of them. Mine. Eso es mío. It is mine. It. ¿Qué está reemplazando? Al libro, ¿ok? Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours, y theirs. When you use possessive pronouns and possessive adjectives, for possessive adjectives, you use first the possessive adjective followed by the noun. But with the possessive pronouns, you use first the car and followed by the possessive pronoun. Okay, car, hers. Su carro, de ella. And I am talking about this topic because you have here this expression. For example, explain him how he can go from your house to the bank. Explícale a él, okay? Him, and you have ustedes tienen aquí un pronombre, okay? Y bueno, creo que es el único, okay? What else? Okay, remember also the prepositions on, it, at, next to, under, in front of. You have very good resources in platform with the prepositions. So please check it, review it, and remember to study a lot because this is the vocabulary that we are going to use in the week 3 and week 4. Okay? What else? Okay, the present simple. And I mean, it is all for this session. And just I want to tell you about the Learning Forum. We have the Learning Forum for week 2, and also it will help you to reinforce the topic about description of the places and giving directions. Because you have to watch your room and choose 3 objects to describe. Also, you have to think in a tourist or interesting places of your city and describe it. Also, mention the directions from your house to this place. And finally, please make 2 questions to your classmates about the things that they are describing about the tourist place, for example, could be. So the Learning Forum will help you to reinforce and to practice how to give directions, how to describe objects and places. What else? Also, we have the formative activities. We have the activity 3, where is mine? You have a kind of map, or I mean more than map, vocabulary, and you have to practice with this vocabulary because they are describing they are describing the preposition that you need to put in order to describe the position of each place. And the formative activity number 4 is description, and they give you a description and you have to select the option that corresponds to this description, okay? So these both activities helps you also with the vocabulary of the places, vocabulary of the prepositions that are very important. And with this, we are almost done. just remember to participate with the socio-emotional activity. This activity you are working on with your tutor, Siboney, and please don't let the activity, because it corresponds to 5% of your final score, and it is very, very important, not just for your score. However, it's very important for your professional development and your human development. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. It is clear, thank you. Okay, Marichen. Teacher, we really don't use the bottom part of the map. No usamos. No. If you don't need the bottom part, you mean the last part. ¿Te refieres a este mapa? ¿Te refieres a la parte de abajo? But I mean, I am, until you answer, I will tell you about this map. You just need to localize the places. For example, here, the bus station. You just need to check where is the bus station and the house. Here is the house and the bus station is here. So you just need to describe how to get from here until this house. You can take this way, or you can take this way, or you can take also this way. I mean, there are a lot of ways to get to one place to another. The another one, he wants to know how to go from the bank, how to go to the bank. So they or he is in the house, and you need to check where is the bank, for example, and the bank is here. So you can describe the instructions from here by this way, or maybe here by this way, wherever you want. But you just describe, I mean, you don't need go this way or the longest way. No, just the way that you prefer. Okay? And if we don't have, yes, it is true. Los lugares de arriba. Sí, que habla de los lugares de arriba. Es cierto. Pero no se preocupen por eso. Lo importante es que ustedes ubiquen estos lugares, los lugares que habla, y describan cómo llegar. Les comentaba, pueden usar o hacer uso de diferentes opciones, porque no hay una sola manera, ¿ok? Y no se preocupen por otra cosa. Ahora, tampoco les estaba diciendo también, no vayan, por ejemplo, de aquí de la casa y tengan que describir la manera más larga. Se puede. Si desean hacerlo, háganlo. Pero pueden elegir cualquier forma de llegar de un lugar al otro. ¿Ok? Ok, what else? Sí. Así es, Marichen. You are welcome. Okay, guys, I think the connection was very good, better than the last week. Sorry for the last week. But now I have corrected that thing. So if you don't have any doubt, let me check the other way. If you don't have any doubt, so we are going to finish. We are going to finish this second synchronous session. The next week, I think that I am going to program the session for the Tuesday also, and maybe more or less the same hour, okay? So it was a pleasure to be with you. Have a good night, and we're still communicating by platform, the chat, I mean the forum, etc. See you later, guys. and have a nice night. Bye. Bye, Anna. Bye. Bye, all of you. See you later, guys. Okay, Agustin. Remember, if you have any other doubt, please let me know in the platform. It could be also in the learning forum. Don't worry about that. So we are done. So see you later, guys. Bye.